Hey guys, so today I am not doing another music video reaction. Today I'm actually doing another K-drama review. It's kind of a slow week, surprisingly, for music videos. So since I didn't have any to do today, I thought I would do another K-drama reaction review thing because I hadn't done one in a while. So today I'm going to be talking about Playful Kiss, which was my 6th K-drama. I believe it's the 6th one that I finished. So yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so first off, how I started watching this one. I feel like I always tell the story, like how I started watching them. I don't know. This one, I actually was originally going to watch back, like, I think I was going to watch it back when I was watching Boys Over Flowers because if you guys haven't followed my whole, like, history with my K-dramas, I have a whole playlist of all my K-drama reviews on my channel, so you can check that out. But, Boys Over Flowers was the first one I started, and I started watching that with my roommates because they had already watched it, so they were rewatching it, so I started watching it with them. And then I watched Lie to Me on my own and finished it, and then I was going to start Playful Kiss because my roommate, she was super into this. This is like her favorite one, like, of all time. So she was always telling me, she was like, you need to watch it, whatever. And so I remember I watched the first episode on Netflix, and I could not make it through the first episode. That's the one thing I will say about this K-drama. The first episode is terrible. It's so, well, it's not terrible, but, like, it's so awkward at the beginning that it just made me, like, cringe, and I couldn't watch it. It was so over the top. So I ended up stopping watching it after the first episode, and I started to watch Secret Garden, and then I watched Coffee Prince and Shut Up Flower Boy Band and finished Boys Over Flowers and all that. So then my other roommate, who had only seen, like, an episode of Playful Kiss, was like, hey, do you want to watch this with me? So I was like, okay, because I wanted to watch another K-drama. So me and her ended up watching it together, and we actually ended up making it through the whole thing, and we actually both ended up liking it a whole lot better than we thought we did. And then my other roommate was like, told you so, it was so good. And it is a really good K-drama, so I will give it that. But anyways, so Playful Kiss, I've talked too much about myself. Playful Kiss, it aired in 2010. It's starring Jung So-min and Kim Hyun-joong. Kim Hyun-joong was also in Boys Over Flowers. He played the second male lead. And it's based off a Japanese manga. Okay, so basically the plotline is following Ohani, who is the girl, and she's really funny, and I love her. And what was his name? I can't remember his name. Baek Sung-jo, which is the main male character. So essentially how it all starts out is it starts out with them in high school, and Ohani's like she's really funny, but she's like a really dumb girl. Like, she's like at the bottom of her class, and Baek Sung-jo is like this really smart guy who's at the top of their class, and she has a huge crush on him, and he has like no interest in her at all. So basically, I think it was either in the first or the second episode, she gives him this like love letter, and he gives it to her back with like grammar and spelling corrections, and he gives her like a D- I think on it or something like that. And it was so bad. I felt so bad for her, not even gonna lie, but it was kind of hilarious. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in the K-drama, was that he just gave her this, she wrote out her feelings, and he just, like, edited it like it was a paper. It was so funny. But like I said, he doesn't really have feelings for her or anything, so she has all these feelings for him, and, so then I think something happens to, like, her family's house, or for some reason, and they have, I think it was an earthquake. I could be wrong. I think it was an earthquake. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But anyways, so her dad and her end up going to live with her dad's friend, who happens to be Baek Sung-jo's dad. So they end up living with them, essentially, and it's kind of hilarious because she has this huge crush on him, and now she's having to live with him, and it's really funny. And his mom actually really, really likes her, and decides that she wants them to be a couple because obviously she realizes that she has a crush on him, and she's like the biggest shipper of the couple, which I think is absolutely hilarious because it's such a contrast to like other K-dramas where the mother like hates the girl, you know? So I thought it was hilarious that she like shipped them so hard and was like always trying to get them together. It was really cute. So basically the whole plotline of the story is kind of following them and how their relationship evolves. So you follow them from high school to university to like them trying to get jobs and stuff, and it's really funny K-drama. It doesn't so much have like this serious like plot line for you to follow like some K-dramas do. It's more of a, I guess, like evolving relationship is more like the whole situation. So you see scenes of like him with girls and her getting really jealous and vice versa, and that's kind of what it is. And then there is like, you know, some other stuff going on, but for the most part it's focused on their evolving relationship. So it's not really something that I can explain super well because it's not a concrete storyline, but it is very, very cute. And if you're kind of looking for a carefree, funny drama to watch, I would definitely suggest this one. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about things I liked and disliked, which I always do. My hair is so annoying. I need to get a haircut. Okay, so things I liked. So Oh Honey, that character is hilarious. She's so funny. She's over the top, which if you ever watched a Japanese drama, sometimes the girls are like really, really over the top with their actions. I'm thinking about Switch Girl right now because that's one that I watched. But they're like really over the top with their reactions, and that's how she was. And I wasn't used to seeing that in a K-drama. So it was really funny. It kind of made me cringe sometimes because I was like, oh my god, please stop. But it was really funny. So I really liked her character. Like I said, I love that his mom was always trying to like get them together. It was so cute. She was such a matchmaker and she was hilarious. Like his mom was like one of my favorite characters. Baek Seung-jo was a total jerk, but he was a jerk, and like I don't really know how she could put up with him, but I do think that he played the character well. I think the character balanced out her character, and it was kind of funny to see their interactions because he was so serious and she's like so carefree, and it's like a clash of two worlds, but it was really, really funny to watch. The side characters were all really good. I really liked his younger brother. I thought he was funny. The dads were funny. Their other classmates, the second male lead, I felt so bad for him because he was so nice and he tried so hard. And poor guy though, I don't know what kind of hairstyle they had going on with him. The second male lead had the worst hairstyle ever in the beginning, and he got so much better looking towards the end. I was like, thank the Lord they got rid of that haircut. He's actually in another K-drama I watched. I can't remember which one, I can't remember. But he played an evil character in it, and so it like tripped me out. But I'll talk about that later if I remember what K-drama it was. What else was I going to say? Yeah, but overall I liked it. The humor was good. It didn't feel like some K-dramas I feel like drag on a little bit, like when they're not funny enough or they don't have enough of a plot line. And this one, as much as the plot line kind of lacked as far as like a solid plot line, the humor made up for it. So overall I did like it. Things I didn't like, oh my god. Like I said, sometimes the over the top made me cringe a little bit, but I don't know, I guess I could get past it. There were some things I was like, hey, can we like just calm this down a little bit because it was a little weird. I also didn't like all the time that Baek Seung-jo was kind of a jerk. I don't know why she kept wanting to date him. Same thing, I don't understand it in a lot of K-dramas because a lot of the guys are jerks, but I felt like he was so mean, especially when he gave her that letter back. Even though it was funny, I just like imagine if it was me in her situation, I would be like, what? Oh, I felt bad for her, especially then. He was kind of a jerk, and I felt like he kind of stringed her along for a while. So that kind of got on my nerves. However, Oh Honey, as much as I loved her character, as funny as she was, I hated how dependent she was on him. I hated it. It irritated me to a point that, like, I cannot describe. I remember me and my roommate sitting there watching it, and I was like, if she does not, like, I don't know, if she, like, if she wasn't with him, she was upset, and it was so annoying. There's a point in the story where they're, like, deciding on their careers or whatever, and I think he asked her, like, what she's gonna do, and she's like, if you're a golfer, I'll be your caddy. And I was like, what? Like, what? And, like, basically, it went on for, like, more than that. I can't remember the rest of the analogies, but she, like, told him a bunch of things, like, if you're this, I'll be this, because she only wanted to be with him, and I was like, oh my god, you need help. And at the end, he ends up becoming a doctor, and she ends up becoming a nurse. But I will say, like, the ending, the reason that she actually decides to become a nurse, even though originally it was for him, ends up being for her, so I do appreciate that. But that was so annoying. I was like, why is she so dependent on this guy? That got on my nerves so much, because it was always, like, about him and about, like, trying to impress him, and, like, I don't know. It just irritated me because I felt like she didn't have a personality outside of him, even though I know she did because she had her friends and stuff, but I felt like her whole world just kind of centered on him, and that got on my nerves. But I'll forgive it because it was funny and it was cute and whatever. But overall, it was a really, really good K-drama. That was just, like, the part that annoyed me because I wish she had been able to, like, step aside from him at times, but it's okay. It's a K-drama. It's not real life. Also, too, this I found, like, way later. This was probably, like, a couple months after I finished the K-drama. I was on YouTube, and I was, like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking up scenes for a current K-drama I was watching because I wanted to see it because it wasn't, like, subbed yet. And I heard somebody on YouTube had, like, subbed it. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something like that. And on the, like, side where it has, like, your, you know, recommended, they had Playful Kiss, and I was like, what? And it was, they have a YouTube, like, a couple of episodes that are, like, just YouTube versions of it. So I guess it's set, like, after the show ended. Then they have, like, 6 or 7 episodes. So if you ever want to see that, they have it on YouTube. If you search up Playful Kiss YouTube version, it'll come up. And they're really cute, too. They're just little short, like, clips of them together. And it's adorable. So, yeah. But that's that. I don't really know what else to say about this K-drama. It was really good. What would I rate it out of... do I rate it out of 10? I would rate this, like, an 8 out of 10. It was good. Like I said, I wish there was more of, like, a sturdy plotline. But it was more of just an evolving relationship between them, and it was really cute. So if you're looking for kind of a chill K-drama, I would suggest this one. Though sometimes you're going to be like, what? It's going to break your heart a little bit, but don't they all? So that is my review of this K-drama. Like I said, if you want to see any of my other K-drama reviews, I have a playlist on my channel. You can go to it. Also, what was I going to say? Also, if you like my channel, subscribe, and I will be back with more reaction videos hopefully soon. I'm really excited for Wonder Girls for their video. Super excited about that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you later. Bye.